A typical journey to Iceland will probably take you around the ring road, visiting scenic waterfalls, impressive rock formations, geothermal activity. The land has a lot to offer. But there's also a different side to Iceland that not everyone goes to explore. The Highlands. Today we're venturing into the Highlands to Landmannalaugar. When traveling into the Highlands, it cannot be stressed enough that you should be aware of your surroundings. Check safetravel.is for information on the current conditions. Also, roads.is will give you some further insights of the conditions of the roads. When we were visiting the Highlands, directly at the entrance to the national park, there was actually a ranger checking that you have a well enough equipped vehicle to enter. You need at least to have a 4x4 to be allowed to drive here. The roads per se are not really difficult to drive on. We didn't even turn on our 4x4 most of the way. But you will encounter river crossings. And if there's too much rain, the water will actually increase the size of these rivers quite rapidly. So be aware of how the conditions are before you go. I have to admit, crossing a river is fun, and I actually crossed this one 5 times to make sure we can actually get all the footage we wanted. I don't regret that choice. When you reach Landmannalaugar, there's also a parking lot that is for all of these river crossings, and there's some wooden bridges that allow you to reach the campground area, so you don't have to cross the rivers. But if your car can manage, it's fun, go for it. The Landmannalaugar area is known for hot springs and geothermal activity. It also features some of the most beautiful hiking trails in Iceland. Since we only had a single day here, we only did a short loop around the area. As with more or less every national park area, flying a drone here is forbidden. Luckily, ours is still lying at the bottom of the canyon in Geothermal, so I wasn't tempted to use it. The colors of the moss and the geothermal activity in between makes this such a wonderful place to hike. Even on a rainy day, I can only imagine how beautiful this day must look during sunshine. All the colors in the mountains and the moss as a contrast with the dark rocks in between. Coming back to the campgrounds, we also got to enjoy a few of the Icelandic horses again. Then it was back to the fun river crossings and off to our next adventures along the day. While you exit, you can also spot the parking lot I mentioned on the way in. Simply from the beauty of the area, Landmannalaugar is my personal favorite in the Highlands. But we also took the chance to visit this beautiful crater lake on the way out. The sheer size of this volcano makes you wonder how bad this must have been when this guy erupted. Signage at the area is really confusing. You can actually drive up to the lake, but you have to enter from the other side. Since the day has been getting really worse, Háifoss was not the attraction we were hoping for. We were at least able to spot it. After the amazing waffles and hospitable feeling of the last day, today's stay was a bit of a disappointment. The apartment was nice and everything was okay, but our host didn't really feel comfortable. In any case, thank you for watching. If you've stayed this long, consider subscribing or watching other parts of our Icelandic series. Thank you so much for your time, and until next time.